When it comes to games or a series that we love and honestly want to see more of that, it's very important for the overall quality of the next entry to be as high as possible. You do not want them to then trend down to have a situation where a title should have remained gone rather than going on for too long. At the same time, yes, you need the quality, but you also need a game that can sell well too. You can have a great game, but maybe the sales aren't there. Maybe the game released at the wrong time, or wasn't what the majority of fans or even the players wanted for that series. It could be a whole host of reasons, but in those instances, you have a series you love, and then titles that can continue to then sell well. Well, those situations are one that you need to then take a moment and celebrate all of it just a bit. I think I found that with the case with Mafia: The Old Country, and the Mafia series as a whole. So as I understand it, 2K, the publisher of Mafia: The Old Country, came out and revealed that Mafia not only sold well, but it surpassed their internal sales expectations. This is really good news. For one, it seems that this game, this even style of game, is still resonating with an audience, along with the publisher knowing that while the Mafia series probably won't ever be as big as, say, something like their GTA series, they understand the value in keeping this series alive and then making more games for it. And more importantly, on the expectations side of things, it would seem that Mafia: The Old Country, surpassing the expected sales, shows that the publisher was smart about this title in that sense. I've spoken about the importance of sales before, but very much in the same vein, a game needs sales that either meet or exceed the expectations that the financial people have set for the title. If a game can do that, then you know it's good news, and the developers and publishers only talk about this stuff if it's seen as a success to them. Personally, I want this series to live on. I want more games, keep them coming. This financial success right here shows that we will probably see more Mafia in the future. Now my hope shifts from this now to hoping that it won't take too long to see another entry from this series. As a longtime fan of the series, it was no surprise that I felt excited when The Old Country was announced. The window was rather short too between the announcement and then the release, something I think more games should take up that approach, allow for enough time for that hype and anticipation to build up, but not too much where it feels like the game is never going to be coming out, or the drip feed is too far apart. I think on the marketing side of things, Mafia did a pretty good job with this. The Old Country was also going to be a bit of an experiment. Is there a market for single-player story-focused games, but as a sort of AA kind of thing, with mid-tier pricing for the title? Yes, there are plenty of story-focused titles from the AAA, with many of them featuring rather large amounts of bloat, and even in some cases really bad writing too. So in the case of something like The Old Country, can we have a game that is a bit more old-fashioned, and will it succeed? I was rooting for this title since the beginning. I love this series, each one of the games. Yes, including 3 and the remake of 1 as well. Plus I like that they were doing a prequel in which it was going to be such a rich area with being able to play through parts of Italy, where most of the story takes place. I don't always want the 100-hour game or even the 40-hour game. Sometimes I want something more around the 10-hour mark, or under. Something that I can finish as I chip away at it for a few weeks, or something more structured and yes, linear. I miss this sort of stuff, and I'm probably not alone in that, along with also wanting to see more of these types of games to continue to come out. Personally, I'd love to see a Mafia entry be set in Vegas. Throw the Rat Pack in the music, and I'm in if that ever happens. While I have not completed Mafia: The Old Country yet, it is something that I'm thoroughly enjoying, and with the success of this title, it would seem that Mafia is going to live on. Something I want to throw out there as a question to the audience, and then players who also dove into this title. Why is it that there are comments about this game being dated? Is the linear story elements dated? Is the cover shooting or even the stealth dated? Personally, I don't find it dated, but rather traditional and very familiar. I feel a bit disconnected when I see comments stating that the game is dated from its gameplay mechanics. I guess what I would pose for those that feel that way, because I want to understand it better, is how can a future Mafia title improve then and not be dated in a future entry? What needs to then change or just improve to then make it feel less dated? Personally, right now, I'm having a very good time with it. Yes, the story is cliché. There are many times where I can guess the dialogue before someone says it, along with the game very obviously telegraphing many of the initial conflicts and where they're gonna go. I don't mind cliched as long as they're using them well and remain entertaining. Gameplay is fun too, and I think Luca pretty much steals every scene he's in. My opinions might change as I keep going, and I might go from really enjoying it to just liking it, or even feeling a bit mixed at one point, depending on how certain events unfold. But it is an enjoyable ride so far. Along with that, seeing the game then sell really well. Overall, I'm happy about all this. I think it's pretty safe to say that since the game was then able to sell well, according to its publishers, that we're probably going to get another Mafia game coming out in the future. What that will end up being, I have no idea. Maybe we can get an Old Man Vito game, or something new. As it pertains to the old country and maybe future content, I do think that there is probably more free ride content that might be coming at some point. Will we get a drip feed of new free updates? Or will there be any premium content like expansion pack type of stuff? The game selling well could mean a larger DLC could be greenlit. I also want to thank Fanatical for providing me with a code for this title, as a means to be able to then cover this game on my channel. For those PC players that are interested in the Mafia games or other PC titles, please check out my affiliate link down below for Fanatical. Any purchase that you make there using my link goes towards helping the channel. And thank you. What are your thoughts on all of this related to Mafia? Have you played the old country? How did you feel about it? Are you excited about the sales? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.